Salut, salut, bienvenue, bonjour à tous. Je m'appelle Fenny Cristo. You are listening to Radio Kapwa on CKUT 90.3 FM. My name is Fenny Cristo, as I said before. I'm one of the audio techs here at Radio Kapwa, and I'm also joined by Lorra, our head audio engineer, and also Martin, our guest coordinator. So yeah, both of you just say what's up. Say hello to the lovely people out there.
Mabuhay, everybody.
Okay, vocals.
Okay, Martin, you have to dance now. You have to interpretive dance.
Yes, interpretive dance. Who are you?
Okay, let it be known for the people because there's no video recording that I am throwing some moves right now. It's Sunday morning. Right now we're pre-recording, so take it easy on me. Yes, good morning everyone. Well, good afternoon technically.
Yes.
This is Martin, guest coordinator, here behind the mic for this time.
Yes, hosting today.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So yeah, last time the three of us were doing this, we were recording an episode. We talked a lot about our previous experiences, and we kind of introduced ourselves as like who we are as artists, the challenges we face, but then we realized something after. We were like, yo, you know what? We never actually talked about our origins. What are our superhero origins in this tale, right? So I thought like, hey, maybe let's talk about our first experiences, let's talk about our influences, like what got us performing, like what got us making music, or like what got us just being creative to start with. So yeah, you know what, Laura, I'm gonna shine the spotlight on you. Let the people know like how you got started.
Let the people know.
Yeah.
Like it's gospel. It ain't, girl.
Church.
So I started singing when I was like 2 or 3. My dad plays guitar. They used to play a bunch of like 70s music and I loved it. And yeah, I grew up singing, but I never had any professional courses or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just sang. I have a few moments in my life where they asked me to go on the karaoke for sure at every family party. I was always the designated karaoke girl. Even if I was too afraid and I didn't want to, and I'd always mess up because I was afraid. And then, yeah, so I started there. When I went into high school, there was a music program that allowed me to be in musical theater and in a jazz group. So in this jazz group, I sang rock, jazz, all in French, sometimes in Spanish, and then musical theater, all in French. But that was musical theater and doing jazz performances. Like for a high school, it was kind of rare to see students going out to do gigs. But that was something that I was doing while I was in high school. And it really like showed me what I wanted my life to look like. Even if I didn't always like follow that path. That's when I really confirmed within myself, like, I want to be a performer. I want to sing.
And it sounds like it sounds like it's always just been like a lifestyle for you, right? Because you said like since 2 to 3 years old, like music's been part of your life. So I feel like regardless, like it's always just gonna be like singing. You're always gonna be singing regardless.
I think I wrote my first song at like 9 or 10, and it was for Isaiah. Oh, I was 11. I was 11. I wrote my first song at 11.
Yeah.
And I have this paper with like the handwritten song and the chords on the bottom right. Yeah.
Yeah. Was there anything specific that like inspired that, or one day you were just like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna write this song for Isaiah.
I think love. Just love in general has always been such a strong feeling for me, like visceral, strong feeling. Like love has moved me in so many ways, whether good or bad. And yeah, like love is really the rock of my life.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what, as artists, like that's the way we express emotion too.
Yeah.
You know.
So those are my origins.
Nice. Okay. I guess I will talk about mine. Mine is very specific. Mine was when Tupac died.
Wow.
Yeah, I had always been listening to hip hop before, actually, since I think grade 6. That was when Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style came out. Like for me, like grade 6, grade 7, all the kids in my elementary school were playing it. So I got into hip hop through that. I was always just listening, right? I got into a lot of West Coast stuff. I got into like Wu-Tang and stuff, but I was really into Tupac, and then when he died, I was like, "Oh damn, what the hell?" Right? So like, I guess for me to process that emotion, I wrote my first rap about Tupac's death.
Damn.
Right? I wish I could find it. It's probably somewhere at home, like in some random book. But yeah, that was it. And then for the longest time, I didn't
Mm.
actually rap. I was just writing lyrics, which kind of like reflects how I am now because like my focus is always lyrics, regardless, right? Yeah. So for the longest time, I was just like writing lyrics, but I wasn't actually rapping, right? And then so I'm from Toronto. I went to Victoria Park High School, but one of the schools nearby was Wexford, which is an art-based school. I ended up meeting some kids there. They took me to a house party, and like they encouraged me to rap. And like this was my first time actually rapping these lyrics. And I just I was impressing everybody for some reason. Like everybody was like, "What the?" So that kind of gave me my first idea that hey, I can actually rap. After that, it just became a part of my lifestyle too. Just like that was what it was when you go out with your boys. Just like like you smoke a little weed, chill in a staircase, and just like somebody beatboxes and like you just rap while everybody's just
Yes.
chilling,
The
right?
purest moments.
Exactly. I actually had a moment like that last week. I haven't had I haven't done that in a long time. But I linked up with somebody and we just chilled at his crib and like played beats in the background. We were just like freestyling and drinking. So I
I
mean,
love it.
it was a good yeah, it was a good feeling. Anyway, so after that, I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but I was at that time like I kept saying, "Oh, I want to make like the next Illmatic, whatever," right? Because like Nas was like at that point, Nas was my god, and so I just I started making beats, and I just one year I decided to sit down and I just wrote out a whole album, made all the beats, and yeah, I dropped that in 2004, and since then I've been making music. Every few years I drop a few albums, so yeah, that's my that's my origin story,
Slay.
my superhero or supervillain
Super
depends.
villain depends on what point of my life I'm in.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, don't listen to my second album.
But it's still up there, guys, if you guys ever want to do a study.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I've censored as much as I can on Spotify. I still have the OG copies, but yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, for me, it was less specific. I think like I was very lucky that I grew up in a family where art was considered super important. So I
Mm,
started reading when I was super young. So like I always loved movies, loved books, loved stories. And then I think I was I want to say I was like 9 or 10. I enrolled into my first drama theater class.
mm.
And then I was pretty shy as a kid, still am now in some ways, but being on stage for the first time, even though it was like a kids play or whatsoever, it really allowed me to like be myself up there because I had like a channel to put like all of my
Yeah.
shyness or emotions or whatsoever up there. So I kind of fell in love with it. So when I got into high school, I also did theater and drama. And then up to now, yeah, I've always tried to find ways to kind of just put that energy out there on a physical level. So I've been dancing for two years now. So
I
yeah,
love
that's me.
it.
Yeah, you know what? When you said that you were shy, I was like, right away, I thought like this guy's lying. It's like, yo, I've seen you on stage at like Love Notes and like some other shows, and it's like, yo, this like when you're on stage, you are definitely not shy, right? Like you steal the
It's
limelight like when
true.
you're up
It's
on stage.
true.
Yeah,
Martin has a switch.
yeah.
Do you have a
I
switch,
Mm,
Fen?
do.
um, I think I used to. Nowadays,
Because of
I
less practice
don't.
type thing?
It's hard. It's hard to explain because it's like I guess because like now I don't do music
Yeah.
as much. But back then, I think you know what? Back then I was very
Yeah.
shy too, right?
Mm,
And like music was my
Yeah.
outlet,
yeah.
right? I think it's just gradual growth over the years, and like like just be gradually becoming more social. I'm not the shy guy I used to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Evolution, I guess.
Yeah, I think yeah, yeah. So now I feel I don't have a switch on
You're
and
just
off.
always on. Basically, I
Yeah,
love
yeah, exactly.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
Would you say, Martin, it was hard to find the switch? Or did it just happen? Was it just natural?
I feel like, well, I don't know about you and I want to hear about it later, but I feel like it kind of came on pretty naturally. Like from the first time that I went on stage, I think like I was so
Yeah.
nervous. and my mind kind of went blank. But then I was just like, you know what? I kind of just have to do this, and just you have to. The only way out
Through.
is through.
Yes.
So I just went, did the show, and then by the end of it, like next thing you know, I don't remember a thing, but like people were clapping, my audience was up, and then I was like, oh
Oh, I
shit,
did it.
that's it. That's it. It went well, I
Switch.
think.
I love
So
it.
yeah, it's kind of like yeah, for me, I just kind of go somewhere else, I think, mentally.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like
yeah,
an emotional outlet for you also?
Oh,
I love
definitely.
that. I think it's that for me too.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. For me, it took me a really long time to get comfortable on stage. Like, because I've been performing a long, like I feel like it's been a
yeah.
long time. Um, and I was always on stage with me in my own head. There's no performance I have not messed up because I'm in my own head going, "Oh my God, are you doing this right? Oh, don't press that too hard. Oh, you know." And only recently, I think at the Canada Day extravaganza event, I was like, just
Oh yeah,
chill the whole day. I was just like, I'm performing. I'm just gonna do it. Like if I'm worried about it, I'm gonna get on stage and continue to worry about it in my head, and that's not what I want to happen. So I was like,
yeah, yeah.
enough years passed and I was like tired of myself. And I was like, bro, just chill.
You know what's funny? Because I was there at that performance, like which you killed, right? But I remember us talking after, and I think you mentioned that you had messed up in the sense that you didn't do all the songs that you
Yes, I
had planned.
forgot a song.
Like, yeah. And I'm just bringing this back because it's like, you know what? As much as we as artists are always worried about messing up on stage, we also have to remind ourselves that, you know what? If we mess up 90% of the time, the audience
It's
doesn't know,
true.
right? Right? You can, if you're a piano player, you can hit the wrong key for like, or like hit the wrong note, right? The audience
Yeah.
doesn't know that, like, unless it just sounds very off. But like, like most of the time, it's just like one note or whatever off, right? So same thing, like I did not know you forgot a song, but like that's the thing. Like I find just as artists, sometimes like, yeah, you know what, just enjoy the moment, and yeah,
Yeah.
don't worry too much. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up.
And I feel like I perform better that way. I can interact with the
Mm,
audience better that way when I'm just like, well, yeah, I'm here. And yeah, it's just a matter of fact, like, not I'm here and this is a moment, but I'm here.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm here to sing for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it for real.
yeah, exactly.
This is what I align with. Do you align with this? Awesome. Let's do this.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? That's the thing too. Like, like if before you actually do your show, maybe like you have an idea in your mind, like of how you have certain expectations of how the show is
Hmm.
going to go, and then it all gets thrown out the window when the actual show happens,
Yeah,
right? And that moment that like, like something doesn't go the way you were expecting, if you dwell on it, it's just gonna snowball and make the show worse, right?
exactly.
And
I agree.
I feel like as performers, like, like it's a two-way street. We need to be able to like, like interact with the audience and like, like adjust ourselves to the
Hmm.
audience, right? If they're not feeling this, if they're feeling that, whatever, like, like it's a talent in itself to adjust
Yeah.
yourself. So I bring this up because, since we were talking about, I guess, mistakes, when I performed, I think this was the first time I actually performed for Santa Kapwa, but it was at the 1 year anniversary of Radio Kapwa.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I had actually messed up, right?
I didn't
And
notice.
that's the thing, right? I realized that nobody noticed. So, I just started to freeze. I forgot a line and then I just started freestyling the next line just for like next one or two lines. And then I told Amalia, Amalia was the DJ that night. And I was like, I played it off. I was like, yo, you know what? I'm not feeling this track. Let's cut it off. I want to do something else, right? So it felt like, like it, I was just like, I guess, playing with the audience.
Yeah, natural. Like
Yeah.
just being like, they're not gonna mind. Like, I don't want this one. That's fine. Let's
Yeah.
move on to the next one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it like keeps their attention too. Yeah. That was awesome. I remember that was
Yeah.
the moment I saw Fenny perform and I was like, oh my God, that's freaking cool. Like he has his back turned and I'm like, I want to do that.
Well, that's the thing too, right? Because like as artists, like like we are always adapting or
Hmm.
evolving. So like whenever you do a show and you find something that works that people are very
Yeah,
receptive of, then you make a mental note
true.
of it. I don't remember exactly what where I did that for the first time, but I do remember when I did do it the first time, like people were going crazy. I was like, all I'm doing is just turning my back, right? Yeah. But hey, it
It's
worked. It
movie
worked.
magic, baby.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so we'll be back after this quick ad break because we haven't had one in a while. We love you, CKUT 90.3 FM. See you in a bit.
And we're back from the commercial break. This is Martin from Radio Kapwa. I'm joined by Fenny and Laura. So just earlier we were talking about performing. And so I wanted to ask both of you if you had a memory of like your first, or like a, if not your first, a significant performance, and kind of like what was the process for getting there, or what is your process in general, kind of.
Then you start. Yeah.
You want to? Okay. All right. So, actually, the first show I ever did was so horrible.
We
Like,
don't have good experiences. Okay.
oh, okay, neither of us. Okay, that's good. That's good. But yeah, first show I ever did was actually a high school show. Not my high school, but for this high school in Toronto, Francis Lieberman. Francis Lieberman actually had a lot of like, I guess, well-known rappers coming from it. I don't know, because we're in Montreal right now, but for the Toronto scene, we had like legends like like Danny Yo, the whole Monolith crew. Those are like like our hip hop legends, and I think like 90% of them came from Francis Lieberman. I had friends at Francis Lieberman. They had me. They were doing a talent show. They got me to go up on stage, and I froze because I was like, "Yo, two members of Monolith are in the front row right now." Like I grew up watching these guys like on Rap City, like
Damn.
so like I literally froze. I mean I still rap my lyrics, but I froze on the spot and like I didn't move around and like I just like I didn't say anything and like when my cue came to like like rap, I just rap but like very softly, right? Um, yeah, that was basically my first experience on stage. It's funny too, is because like after the show, like those two guys from Monolith came up to me and said, "What's up, yo? You did good, bro." I'm like, okay, whatever. But yeah, that was my first experience. I'm happy to say I'm not like that
I
anymore.
love that, but we all
So
start somewhere, and it's so important to note those feelings. It's scary to take up attention, take up space.
Yeah, for the first time too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like our parents are telling us, oh, you shouldn't be a rapper, a singer, or whatever. It's like already you feel like you shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But you are. Yeah. So the first experience for me, I'm getting anxious thinking about it.
You're already cringing.
I am.
I can see your face right now.
Because really, every significant performance or first performance, I had the same problem as I had up until recently of like being in my head and not doing what I know I'm capable of doing because I'm so afraid of this crowd or what they're going to say of me or what they're going to think of me. So I was doing this kind of modeling Philcan thing. It's like a Philcan thing they do in Montreal. I don't know if they do it in other places, but I've seen it here. And they model young girls in different clothing. Yeah, we model and we sing and dance and perform for the Filipino community, and I guess it's normal. But my dad really didn't want me to be a part of it, so I did it behind his back. And my mom was not supportive of me singing, so when I would try to practice at home, she'd be like, "Stop." So then I got on stage, I performed, and I missed my words. I cracked 2 times and then I ran to my mom in the back, like at the end. I was so embarrassed. I was so shy. I had done like, I think 3 months of like modeling with these girls, and all of these girls had their families around them. Whereas I came in and I was alone every day.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Do you want to perform?" And I was like, "I want to sing." And so I sang, but it was such a bad experience. That like room of Filipinos staring at you and it's crickets, like, man.
Yeah.
All my ancestors looking down and being like, no, not like this.
But you know what's great though is like because like but at this point you're very seasoned, and I've seen actually I think I told you this before. I when I first moved to Montreal, you were one of the first people I actually saw perform. I had gone to a Filipinos in Montreal event at the Pied de Crant, I think, at the beach. Yeah. So you were one of the first people I've seen perform, and I've seen you perform, a few other times too since then, and like you kill it. So it's like, it's always funny like looking back on like
It is.
yeah, on how much like we've grown.
Yes.
Right. So I think that's the most important part, just as long as you've grown.
I'm proud. I'm proud for what I've learned so far. And like I hugged the young girl who just
Yeah.
wanted to sing and was just nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know, needed support. So I hug her and she's with me all the time.
Nice.
Oh,
You know, and this is public knowledge because you know I've seen you've posted it on
yeah,
Instagram, but like you know, like I saw recently, like you and Isaiah, I think set up a practice stage
yeah,
at your crib.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, like, fast forward all these years, you are dedicated to your craft, right?
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, man.
So yeah, no worries, no
How
worries.
about you, Martin?
How about me? My first performance?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I was in the fifth grade, I want to say. And oh my God, it was so nerve-wracking. So basically like um we did this play and I was I just remembered this, but like I was cast with this one other guy and we were supposed to be and like twins and like
Yeah.
we had to say so many lines at the exact same time. And like for the whole like months leading up to it where we practice it, never happened. Like never got to say it in sync. So the night of the performance comes, we get up on stage. I'm just like, okay, we're probably gonna mess up. It's fine. So like, let's just go. Let's do it. But then for some reason, weird magical reason, it actually works this time.
What?
So yeah, on the first line that we have to say it exactly in sync, same words at the same time. It felt so good. And then I don't know, I got like kind of too confident. And then like there was a quick break, come back for like the second act or whatsoever. I start speaking super, super fast, out of sync again. And then for the rest of the show, I'm like, oh well, that was embarrassing. But yeah, it was good experience. It was funny.
You know what? It's funny you mentioned that because like I don't know about y'all, but I do feel sometimes like when we go on stage, our sense of time gets so distorted.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like I don't know, something happens to our brains where it's like you know, like either 1 minute will feel like an hour, or like 1 hour will feel like 1 minute. You know, and it's not drugs or anything like that. You know, it's
No.
like literally like
yeah, sometimes it does feel like because like we kind of mentioned before, like for me, I really go into like a zone when I'm like on stage or whatsoever.
yeah, yeah,
So sometimes I'm like when I'm out of my head, but then when I come back for a moment, like a split second, I'm like, wait, like did I forget a line? Did I forget a move? But then it's just like, no, I think it was fine. I don't know if you like both get that, but sometimes I'm like, wait, I felt like I
yeah.
skipped something.
Sometimes you second guess yourself,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. It's
Like with
so
whatever
yeah.
doing,
After the performance?
or even during sometimes.
Yeah,
Like
during sometimes, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
but then it snowballs because like you know like maybe part of, even though if you did it perfectly right, but maybe something in your back of mind is like, oh, I said that line wrong, or I sang that note wrong, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like it builds up in your mind because now you're focused on that, but the song's still going forward,
Yeah.
Exactly.
right? So it just snowballs, and yeah,
I fall prey to that often. I get
yeah,
in my head so much that I'm like, oh shit, did I do that right? And then the moment that I'm thinking about it, it's almost too late. Like I have to like cut the thought. Otherwise, I'm gonna mess up everything that I'm saying like after that because all I've thought about is like, did I mess up the thing prior that like I can't change anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
yeah,
that was that's our time for today. Thank you guys so much for listening again to Radyo Kapwa on CKUT 90.3 FM. We have a lot of ideas for future segments coming up on the show. Honestly, I think this could be one of them of like artist talks, like artists in Montreal. I'd love to have Filipino artists either
yeah,
visiting Montreal or from Montreal coming on the show and us having conversations like this. If you want the conversations to be longer, let us know because we could go
yeah,
forever.
yeah, yeah.
um,
Or if there's specific topics, specific questions you have, just let us know, right?
exactly.
So
And music, if you guys want to put us on to an artist, they'll get played on CKUT radio. You can send that to us at Radyo Kapwa. So yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't go anywhere because John Marvin Reyes is coming back with news from the Philippines. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it's reality, right?
yeah,
And yeah, some music and some community announcements, and then you'll be free.
yep.
But
Yeah,
I'm
you
always
haven't heard the last from me yet. I'll be back with community announcements.
Okay, well, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Mabuhay!
Peace out.
Bye.
Hindi alam kung saan ba to patungo. Di magilap, mapanglaw ang puso. Saan ba napunta? Bakit di ko na makita ang pag-asa sa iyong mga mata? Wala na ba? Wala na ba talaga? Itatanong na lang sa ulan. Maghihintay na lang, mangarap. Baka sa iba, baka sa iba, baka sa iba matagpuan ko na. Naghanap ng dahilan kung bakit di maintindihan bakit sinapit. Ano nga ba ang aking nagawa? Ba't bigla na lang ika'y nawala sa aking paningin? Oh, wala na ba? Wala na ba talaga? Itatanong na lang sa ulan. Maghihintay na lang, mangarap. Baka sa iba, baka sa iba, baka sa iba matagpuan ka na. Itatanong na lang sa ulan. Maghihintay na lang, mangarap. Baka sa iba, baka sa iba, baka sa iba matagpuan ko na. Itatanong na lang sa ulan. Maghihintay na lang, mangarap. Baka sa iba, baka sa iba, sana sa iba ikaw ay masaya. Don't you ever think I'm bothered by you? Just say the word and I'll drop everything I do. And I will try to answer all your questions. Just don't be surprised if I have reservations. There are a million little things I wish to tell you. About a million little things that I feel. And a few more little things that I'll keep hidden in the dark. Some little things that'll prevent a broken heart. Facts that I admit protect us both. This vow of silence isn't just an empty oath. And I really want tomorrow to tell all. And pray to God that it does before the fall. There are a million little things I wish to tell you. About a million little things I hope you feel. And a few more little things that I'll keep hidden in the dark. Some little things that'll prevent my broken heart. Just ask and I'll tell you the time. It's 2:30 to find. It's a quarter early for falling out of line. Let's just say goodnight and hope tomorrow will be fine despite the million little things I'll never tell you. About a million little things you and I feel. And a few more little things that I'll keep hidden in the dark. Some little things that'll prevent a broken heart. There are a million little things I'll never tell you. About a million little things I wish were real. And a few more little things I'll keep forever in the dark. Some little things that'll save us from broken hearts.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon everyone. My name is John Marvin Reyes. I am a youth leader and community organizer here bringing you Iba News back home in the Philippines. The article is from GMA News with the title, Team Philippines Official Outfit in Paris Olympics Opening Ceremony. What will Team Philippines wear in the opening ceremony of the 2024 Paris Olympics? As previously announced by the Philippine Olympic Committee, Philippine flag bearers Nashti Petesio and Carlo Paalam will wear custom-made barong pieces named Sinag designed by Francis Libiran. According to the press statement, Sinag is inspired by the rays of the sun and symbolizes hope and pride. It features the bold colors of the Philippine national flag and is meticulously designed to showcase cultural heritage and heroism it added. The Olympic barong uses a piña husi from Kalibu Aklan and consists of the touchable contemporary silk, organdy blue, and red sling, Libiran said. It also features embroidery that is inspired by the Pintados warriors, which symbolizes flariness in battle. According to Libiran, he was commissioned to do the piece by the Philippine Olympic Committee, headed by its president, Honorable Abraham and Tolentino. I have to make them scenes or shine and stand out on the opening day of the Olympic Games, Libiran said. On his Facebook page, Thursday, Libiran described the details of his design, saying Sinag captures the essence of bravery and fierceness in battle, with Pintados-inspired details reflecting the nation's rich culture, history, and heritage, and the sun emphasizing the breathtaking beauty of the Philippine Islands. The caption of the post said, Petesio and Paalam will lead the 16-member delegate of the Philippines in the opening ceremony of the Paris Summer Games. The historic opening ceremony in early Saturday morning or the Philippine time will be held at the Seine River. A total of 22 athletes from the Philippines will compete at the Paris Games. The article was written and published on July 25, 2024. Thank you so much for listening. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig. Once again, this is John Marvin Reyes delivering you Philippine news from abroad.
Ipikit mo na ang iyong mga mata, iwanan mo na ang lahat ng iyong kaba. Andito na ako, huwag ka nang mangamba. Tibok ng ating puso, kasabay ng musika, nararamdaman, 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 nararamdaman. Kasabay ng iyong tinig, nasaki bumabaliw ang takbo ng oras, sing bilis ng sandali, walang maiiwan pagdating ng hating gabi. Nararamdaman,
ika'y magiging akin. Di ka na muling luluha pa. Pangakong di ka lolokohin ng puso kong nagmamahal. Kung ako ay papalari na ako'y iyong mahal na rin. Pangakong ikaw lang ang iibigin magpakailanman. Di kita pipilitin. Sundin mo ba ang iyong damdamin? Hayaan na lang tumibok ang puso mo para sa akin. Kung ako ay mamalasin at meron ka ng ibang mahal, ngunit patuloy ang aking pag-ibig magpakailanman. Di kita pipilitin. Sundin mo pa ang iyong damdamin. Hayaan na lang tumibok ang puso mo para sa akin. Di kita pipilitin. Sundin mo ba ang iyong damdamin? Hayaan na lang tumibok ang puso mo. Hindi kita pipilitin. Sundin mo ba ang iyong damdamin? Hayaan na lang tumibok ang puso mo para sa akin. Para sa akin.
And baby, I don't wanna miss you, but you're stuck in my head. Yeah, I've got issues, and I know that I shouldn't be thinking this way, but it's impossible to escape you. But really, I don't wanna fucking escape. I just wanna be hand in hand, babe. So can you hold up, just hold up on me, just hold on, please, just hold up on me. 'Cause baby, I know we've had all these problems before. We've grown apart, we've gotten stronger and smarter. So if I call you up once more, would you pick up this time? Would you? Our love doesn't have to be perfect. So can you hold up, just hold up on me, just hold on, please, just hold up on me. Can you hold up, just hold up on me, just hold on, please, just hold up.
Alright, what is up, my beautiful listeners? Salut à tous, je m'appelle Fenny Cristo et vous écoutez à Radio Kapwa sur 90.3 FM CKUT. It is Wednesday, August 7. That's right, we are in August now. Jeez, I feel like summer just started. But yeah, it's been a good summer, no doubt. I hope y'all been going out and getting that vitamin D, you know, surrounding yourselves with positive energy and good people, hitting up them festivals like Jazz Fest, Just for Laughs, Oshega, which was just last week. You know, I went to a hip-hop block party to catch a free show by Ghostface from the Wu-Tang Clan. Yes, sir, c'était gratuit. So shouts to Harlem of the North for putting that together like they do every year. But yeah, you know what, I'm starting to stray from what I'm here for and what you're here for. So, and that is to go through the community announcements. Because once again, we are still in summer, so y'all need to get up out of there. And what better way to start it off with an event that is tonight. And I am talking about Slations 3. Yeah, Wednesday, August 7 tonight at Cabaret Mado, starting at 9:30 p.m. Slations 3, the Pride Edition, is taking place once again. Adore this all-Asian cast, so incredibly grateful to express creativity through queer art alongside extremely talented people. Support the LGBTQIA artistry. So you know what? It's also Pride Weekend is coming up, the Pride March, etc. So this is your way to support the Asian community and support the LGBTQIA community. So yeah, support these performers and purchase tickets by going to, well, to find out all the info for that, you can go to their Instagram page at Manny Z Universe. The next day, tomorrow, Thursday, August 8, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Fabric 8, which is at 7237 Rue Waverly. Tickets are now available for the Women in Sports event. Join them for an empowering day filled with inspiring stories, exciting activations, and a celebration of female excellence both on and off the field. And you know what? This is a perfect time to go, especially because everybody's talking about the Olympics right now. So yeah, definitely we recommend y'all hit this up, and you can secure your spot by going to Eventbrite and searching for this event. It is called Women in Sports. All right, once again, Women in Sports at Fabric 8. Find that on Eventbrite. And then, yeah, like I said, it is Pride Week. It's Pride Weekend. So, yeah, Sunday, August 11 from 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Collective MTL, presented by Native Montreal. Get ready to celebrate Pride in style by joining them for a fabulous pre-parade Pride brunch. For more info, you can hit up their Instagram page, which is native_Montreal. So yeah, that's it for this week, but there's actually a lot of events that are farther in the future. So yeah, next Thursday, August 15 at Argo Bookstore from 7 to 9 p.m. we got Home is in the Body, and it is a community workshop on how to talk about Palestine with your family and your loved ones, because you know what, it is hard. You know, some people can be stuck in their ways, or they might not be privy to certain info and might be influenced by certain media. So this is a good way to kind of find out how you can break the walls down, break the barriers to talk about Palestine with your loved ones. So, as Home is in the Body, 2SLGBTQIA+ introduces a guide of allyship to position allies and identities as arrivants on stolen lands of indigenous peoples, a grappling of how that navigation lends itself to collective support for the liberation of Palestine. To sign up, and if you're interested to volunteer, you can visit their Instagram page at Home is in the Body. And then the next Friday, the day after, Friday, August 16 at Head and Hands office, which is at 3465 Avenue at 5 p.m. in collaboration with Agir Montreal. They're offering a labor law workshop, and priority is given to LGBTQ plus migrants. You can find out more at Agir Montreal, and I believe you have to, or you can talk to Benny for more info. So yeah, that was the Friday. For the Saturday, August 17, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. is an event brought to you by Freedom is a Must Foundation, and they'll be raising funds for Autism Montreal by way of a bike ride on the Lachine Canal. They're asking the community to come out and help them raise awareness about autism spectrum disorder. At the end of the bike ride, they'll be having a barbecue in René Lévesque Park, and at the barbecue, there'll be a raffle giveaway, games, and much more. You can find out more info about this on their Instagram, which is Freedom is a Must Foundation. Next up is an event that I'll be going to because, well, for one, it's a live event. I've been to the past ones before, and second, it's by Toronto homegirl Fly Lady Da. So yeah, if you're familiar with that, you already know what I'm about to say. Sunday, August 18 at Poubelle Magnifique. Sunday Shorties is on with guest DJs Rin, Edie, and the Home Slice, the Fella Kapwa, Hello Honey Bun, as well as, you know, the resident DJs and producers Fly Lady Died, like I mentioned, D-Eclectic, One DJ Fro, and yeah, they're sure not to disappoint. This is starting at 3 and ends at 8 p.m. Now, for the last 2 weekends of August, we got Marche de Nuit Asiatic, and they're back for the 8th edition of the Epic event, which will take place the last 2 weekends of August. Join them as Chinatown transforms into a vibrant Asian night market at Oasis. Chinatown is part of Heart of the Island Moments, and for more information, you can visit their Instagram pages at Night Market, MTL, and Mural Festival. And then, so we've talked about this one before. This isn't exactly an event, but more an announcement or more of a call out. So the Black Community Resource Center, BCRC, and their research team, Black in Quebec, is proud to announce the launch of their recruitment drive for the ENGEN project, a long-term project that aims to understand how mental health, intergenerational connection, and climate change all interplay and impact the English-speaking Black community in Montreal. If you identify as 1, Black Anglophone, 2, you're over 16 years old, and 3, living in the greater Montreal area, come share your thoughts with them. Visit their Instagram page at BCRCMTL for more info. So yeah, that's what's up for what's going on in our beautiful city, or our La Belle Provence. For myself, like I said, I'll be at La Poubelle Magnifique for the Sunday Shorties event, just getting my groove on. They always play dope music, so yeah, catch me there. Anyway, when you hear me talk about community events, you also know that signals the end of the show. You know, we broadcast every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. And unfortunately, you know, like all good things must come to an end. But, you know, that also means you can catch us again next week, same time, same station, 90.3 FM, CKUT, Wednesday, 2 to 3 p.m. Actually, we got a couple new things in the works as far as our programming goes. But you know what? I'll keep that on the low for now. And I think we'll be announcing that next week. So yeah, once again, this is Fenny Cristo representing for Radio Kapwa. Peace out, and much love.